Hola, periods 1, 3, and 7. As I promised, I was going to give you some instructions on how to do this classwork that we did not have time to complete today, Monday, um, November 16th, and I was going to give you time to work on it on Tuesday, your asynchronous class time. So let me go ahead and explain it to you. Here is the slide I had you take a picture of earlier, or take a screenshot to get you started, but I'd like to remind you what the instructions are, and also to give you some guidance to do this written portion. As I mentioned earlier, this is a two-part class assignment or activity, if you will. This first part is the written portion, and you'll need this done so we can move on to part 2 in our next live class on Wednesday. So, instructions. Ask the question 3 times by writing them with 3 different vocabulary terms. Then you will ask your compañeros de clase, your classmate, when instructed. So the question that you're working with is, ¿Cómo se dice blank en inglés? How do you say blank in English? So down below, I gave you a family tree with some members of the family, which is vocabulary that I introduced to you, which is the previous slide that you have now from my lecture today. And so refer to the vocabulary on la familia in order to do this activity. So down below, let me review very quickly. We'll start off with el abuelo and la abuela, which together they are los abuelos. Then we have el padre and la madre, which together they are los padres. Then we have el tío, la tía, which together are los tíos. Then down below we have la hermana, yo, which is the person talking about the family, your own family, I, yo, and el hermano, which together they are los hermanos, the siblings like you learned today. Then we have el primo and la prima, which together they are los primos. Now you're going to pick 3 different members of this family, and you're going to ask someone the question, ¿Cómo se dice blank en inglés? Well, let's see an example. ¿Cómo se dice tía en inglés? Now you're going to answer your own question by saying, se dice aunt en inglés. So if you don't recall what tía is, you go to your previous slide and you look up tía, which means aunt. And you're going to repeat this question 3 times. So yes, you do have to write it 3 times. ¿Cómo se dice blank en inglés? Fill in the blank with one family member. ¿Cómo se dice blank en inglés? Second time, and you fill in the blank with a different vocabulary term. And then a third time, ¿Cómo se dice blank en inglés? With a different vocabulary term. And you're going to answer your own questions with se dice, and then you translate it to English, okay? Now you're going to write this in your digital notebook, which is to go with this slide that you have now, whether you took a screenshot or took a picture in your digital notebook, okay? All right, now this is part 1, which is the written portion. And then on Wednesday, We'll do part 2 where you're actually going to ask your 3 questions. You're going to ask classmates, okay, when I instruct you to. In the meantime, get the written portion completed. If you have any questions or you have any issues, por favor, email me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right? Muy bien.